Our story begins in the gritty streets of Seoul, a city where the lights never dim and the underworld thrives just beneath the surface. This is a place where money is power, and power is everything. But what happens when that power falls into the wrong hands? When those at the top use their wealth to manipulate, destroy, and exploit anyone who stands in their way. Enter two young men. At first glance, they seem like your average guys trying to make a living in a tough world. But underneath their ordinary exteriors lies something far more formidable. These two are fighters, both literally and metaphorically. Raised on the streets and trained in the art of boxing, they've spent their lives learning how to throw punches and take hits. But in this story, the hits they're about to take aren't just physical. They're emotional, financial, and deeply personal. Our first protagonist is Kim Gun-woo, a promising young boxer with a bright future ahead of him. He's got the skills, the heart, and the drive to make it to the top. But life has other plans. When his mother, struggling to keep her small restaurant afloat, falls victim to a predatory loan shark, Gun-woo's world is turned upside down. Suddenly, the fight isn't just in the ring, it's in his life. And this time, the stakes are much higher than any championship title. Enter Woo-jin, a fellow boxer with a similar background. He's tough, street smart, and just as determined as Gun-woo to make something of himself. When their paths cross, the two become fast friends, bonded by their shared love of boxing and their desire to protect those they care about. But they soon discover that they're up against something far more dangerous than any opponent they've faced in the ring. The true antagonist of our story is the loan shark, a ruthless and cunning figure who preys on the vulnerable, trapping them in a cycle of debt that's nearly impossible to escape. This isn't just any loan shark. This is a man who rules his empire with an iron fist, using violence, intimidation, and manipulation to keep his victims under control. But when he crosses Gun-woo's mother, he makes a mistake. He awakens a fighting spirit in Gun-woo and Woo-jin that refuses to be extinguished. Together, the two young boxers embark on a mission to take down the loan shark and his criminal empire. But this isn't just about revenge. It's about justice, about standing up for the little guy, and about proving that even the most powerful can fall when they underestimate the strength of those they think are beneath them. The series takes us deep into the world of underground crime, where every punch thrown in the ring mirrors the brutal battles fought on the streets. It's a story of loyalty and betrayal, of friendship and courage, and of the lengths people will go to protect those they love. But it's also a story about the harsh realities of life, about how sometimes the only way to survive is to fight with everything you've got, even when the odds are stacked against you. As Gun-woo and Woo-jin face off against the loan shark and his henchmen, the tension builds with each passing episode. The fights become more intense, the stakes higher, and the risks greater. But through it all, the two friends remain unwavering in their mission. They're not just fighting for themselves. They're fighting for everyone who's ever been pushed down, taken advantage of, or left behind. As the series hurtles towards its explosive finale, you'll find yourself on the edge of your seat, rooting for these underdogs as they take on an enemy far bigger and more dangerous than anything they've ever encountered. Will they succeed in bringing down the loan shark and his empire? Or will they fall victim to the same forces they've been fighting against? Closing line. To find out, you'll have to watch the electrifying, heart-pounding series Bloodhounds.